Hello everyone, I'm Anas Al-Ubaidi, and the topic or the title for this session or lecture is the importance of patient-centered research in modern clinical trials. And of course, this lecture or session is part of the chapter that is about the foundations of clinical research. The lecture or the session is part as well as part of the Advanced Clinical Research Assistant Certification course program by CCRPS. Introduction. Patient-centered research has emerged as a fundamental approach in clinical trial design and execution, fostering a deeper connection between research objectives and the actual needs of patients. Unlike traditional frameworks that often prioritized clinical endpoints over patient perspectives, modern research acknowledges the importance of integrating the goals, preferences, and values of the patient population into the process. This alignment ensures that the findings are both applicable and beneficial to real world healthcare settings. At its core, patient centered research emphasizes inclusivity, transparency, and relevance by involving patients not just as participants but as collaborators in shaping research protocols, trial sponsors, and investigators can address social and healthcare disparities while building greater trust within communities. This collaborative dynamic is particularly crucial in today's diverse and multi-layered patient population, where one size fits all solutions are no longer viable. Advances in technology, including wearables and mobile health applications, are further enhancing the ability to engage patients in flexible, meaningful ways. However, this transformational shift comes with its own set of challenges, such as managing diverse data types and addressing barriers to participation among underrepresented groups. Patient centered research is thus not only about focusing on patient outcomes, it represents a paradigm shift in how trials are conceptualized, conducted, and concluded. Ultimately, this approach is more than a trend, it is a necessity as healthcare systems evolve to prioritize health equity and patient satisfaction. Integrating the patient voice into trials ensures that new interventions are relevant, ethical, and widely impactful. Key points. First key point to start with key benefits of patient-centered research. Patient-centered research offers numerous advantages that improve both the quality and effectiveness of clinical trials. By engaging patients in meaningful ways, studies become more accessible and results more relevant. Improves recruitment and retention. Engaging patients during the design phase of clinical trials leads to protocols that accommodate their practical needs and preferences. This fosters greater participation rates and long-term engagement. Example, flexible visit schedules or the option to participate remotely via digital tools like mobile apps. The impact here, participants are more likely to commit to trials that respect their time and logistical constraints, minimizing dropout rates. Enhances credibility and trust, including patients in the trial design process, from shaping protocols to reviewing informed consent documents, fosters transparency. This involvement builds trust between researchers and communities, which is crucial for studies requiring large or diverse populations. Example, patients contributing feedback on how clinical endpoints align with their healthcare goals or experiences. The outcome here, increased trust leads to broader acceptance of trial findings by both participants or subjects and the wider community. Focuses on meaningful outcomes. Patient-centered research directs attention to outcomes that matter most to patients, such as quality of life, symptom relief, or ease of administration. Example, incorporating patient-reported outcomes measures, PROMS, to evaluate the impact of new treatments on daily life. Benefits here, trials yield findings that are directly applicable to patient care, improving the design of healthcare interventions. Addresses social and health disparities by prioritizing diversity and inclusion. In trial recruitment, patient-centered research seeks to address health inequalities and ensure that findings apply to all population groups. Example, targeted recruitment strategies such as collaborating with patient advocacy or advocacy organizations or providing materials in multiple languages. Significance here, inclusivity ensures that new treatments are tested across a broad spectrum of demographics, increasing their applicability. And here is a diagram showing the patient engagement, how how it would enhance clinical trials, as we have patient-centered design, improved recruitment, increased trust. Another key point here: advances in patient-centered research. Advancements in technology and methodology are enabling patient-centered research to thrive in modern clinical trials. These tools improve data quality, enhance patient engagement, and expand inclusivity. Use of digital health technologies, wearables, mobile apps, and telemedicine platforms allow researchers to collect real-time data while making participation more convenient for patients or subjects. Example, providing patients with wearable devices that monitor heart rate and activity levels, eliminating the need for repeated clinical visits. The outcome here: real-time data enhances trial accuracy while reducing participant burden, leading to better adherence. Integration of qualitative data beyond numerical results. Trials now focus on qualitative measures that provide a comprehensive view of patient experiences, preferences, and feedback. Example, collecting patient narratives about their experiences with side effects during treatment. Advantage here: this integration allows researchers to evaluate not only the efficacy but also the acceptability of new treatments. Interactive patient portals. Many trials now offer secure portals where participants or subjects can track their progress, communicate with the study teams, and access educational materials. Example, patients receiving reminders about upcoming appointments or accessing facts, frequently asked questions about trial protocols. Benefit here: promotes transparency and encourages patient engagement throughout the trial. And here is a diagram on enhancements in patient-centered research. Another key point here: challenges and innovations in patient-centered research. Efforts to prioritize patient interests in trials come with inherent challenges. However, innovative solutions are reshaping how such barriers are addressed. Engaging diverse populations. One of the most persistent challenges is overcoming cultural, logistical, and economic barriers that prevent underrepresented populations from participating in trials. Challenge here: some groups may mistrust clinical research due to historical issues, while others face logistical challenges like transportation. Innovation here: collaborating with community organizations and patient advocacy groups to educate populations and address logistical limitations through localized trial sites or travel reimbursements. Data integration and analysis. Integrating structured clinical data with unstructured patient-reported experiences can be complex, requiring advanced tools for analysis and standardization. The challenge here: ensuring interoperability between diverse data sets collected through wearable devices, patient portals, and traditional methods. Solution here: leveraging machine learning and data standardization protocols to harmonize data sets for comprehensive analysis. Balancing efficiency with flexibility. While patient-centered research focuses on flexibility, maintaining trial efficiency remains a priority. The challenge here: ensuring trial timelines are met without compromising patient convenience. Solution: using project management software and remote monitoring technologies to balance these needs effectively. And here is a diagram on challenges and innovations in patient-centered research. Another key point here: real-world applications of patient-centered research. Patient-centered research is transforming clinical trials across various therapeutic areas by addressing real-world concerns and preferences. Example one: development of a mobile application for diabetes trial, enabling participants to log daily blood sugar levels and receive personalized reminders for medication. result higher compliance rates and patient satisfaction. Example two, researchers in an oncology trial collaborate with community leaders to recruit patients from underrepresented minority groups, ensuring diverse trial enrollment. Result here findings that are representative of the true affected population. Example three, incorporating patient reported outcomes in a chronic pain study to assess the impact of new therapies on overall well being rather than just numerical pain scores. Result here insights that help refine treatment approaches to align with patient needs. Closing thoughts here. Patient centered research represents a pivotal shift in modern clinical trials, from focusing solely on clinical outcomes to placing patients at the heart of the process. This paradigm ensures that studies are relevant, inclusive, and actionable, directly addressing the needs of and preferences of diverse patient populations. For clinical research assistants, CRAs, for short, understanding and implementing patient-centered principles is essential for ensuring trial success in an increasingly competitive and ethical research environment. By combining advanced tools with a strong commitment to inclusivity and transparency, patient-centered research continues to shape the future of healthcare, delivering outcomes that enhance both scientific understanding and patient well-being. And here is a diagram on transforming clinical trials with patient-centered research. Summary tables next. Here we have a table on key benefits of patient-centered research, table on advances in patient-centered research, table on challenges and their resolutions, table on real-world applications in patient-centered research, table on patient-centered research best practices, and then application table as we have scenario, key principle applied, key actions, timeline, what to watch out for. Next, we have the MCQs or multiple choice questions as we can revise in order to revise what we have covered through this lecture. Question one, what is a primary benefit of patient-centered research in clinical trials? Definitely, it is B, improves recruitment and retention. As B is the most appropriate answer. Patient-centered research prioritizes the needs and preferences of participants or subjects, such as flexible scheduling or remote participation options. This makes trials more accommodating, attracting participants and ensuring higher retention rates. Question two, how do digital health technologies enhance patient-centered research? B, the most appropriate answer, by providing real-time data and supporting participant engagement, as wearables and mobile apps allow the collection of real-time patient data while making the trial process more accessible and convenient for participants. This enhances data accuracy and participant involvement. Question three, what role does integrating qualitative data play in patient-centered research? Most appropriate answer, B, captures patient experiences for a comprehensive understanding, as qualitative data, such as patient narratives, provides a more holistic view of treatment impact by including personal experiences and outcomes. This complements numerical data and ensures that trials remain relevant to patient needs. Question four, what is one way patient-centered research addresses social and health disparities? C would be the most appropriate answer, by ensuring diverse populations are included in recruitment. Justice. Patient-centered research employs strategies like community partnerships and targeted recruitment to engage underrepresented groups. So equality and justice by ensuring diverse populations are included in recruitment. This ensures that clinical trial findings are inclusive and applicable to all populations. Question five, which of the following demonstrates transparency in patient-centered research? Most appropriate answer would be B, engaging patients in shaping study protocols, as transparency is enhanced when patients are actively involved in the design and review of clinical trials, such as providing feedback on protocols or consent forms. This fosters trust and builds stronger relationships between participants and researchers. And here we come to the end of this lecture. Thank you very much and goodbye.